What's up, YouTube family? It's your girl KandidwithKayla, and I am back with another freaking video. Today, I got something a little bit different for you guys. Today, I got a story time for y'all because I was just in the shower, right? Minding my business, and this thought popped up in my head. Well, this memory, should I say, from college. And I was like, you know what? I need to talk about this because this thing was trifling. As y'all can already see in the title of this video, I'm about to tell y'all the story of when my roommate took my man. Like, okay, he wasn't my man, but he was mine, and she took him. Let's just get into the story time, okay? So, y'all don't know, but I went to the Fort Valley State University. Yes, HBCU in Georgia, the top HBCU in Georgia. But anyway, y'all, you couldn't tell me nothing back in college, okay? Couldn't tell me nothing. I just thought I was the cutest thing. I thought I was doing it, okay? People thought I was cool. I knew a lot of people. So you couldn't tell me nothing. I was cute. My friends were cute. We were fun. So let me give my friends some names. So the girl who is the trifling B word in this story, we're gonna name her Keisha, okay? We're gonna name her Keisha. And we're gonna name the boy who I was talking to that she stole from me, we're gonna name him Devin, okay? So, let me see where I wanna start with the story. So basically, I never forget, long time ago, we used to go to all the parties on campus. I used to get invited to a lot of the parties, and I would bring my friends with me, okay? So I brought one of my friends, Keisha, this time, and a group of our other friends who I'm not going to give them names because they're irrelevant to the story, but they was there. So it was four of us, it was four of us. And we went out to the club one night. I mean, we're having the time of our life. Okay, we doing it. We think we cute, we smoking, we drinking, we having a blast, okay? And in comes this dude from my hometown named Devin, all right? Now, Devin was popular too. And Devin was a rapper at the time. He was popular and a rapper. And we from the same place. So already, I am the one who knows him out of my friend group. My friends do not, all right? Stay with me. So Devin comes in, and Devin sees us. And Devin immediately, he is on me. Like, oh my God, you so fine, you look so good. Like, blah, 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 blah. Just, boosting my head up. You know you like to have that. So the thing about Devin, right? Me and Devin had this flirtatious relationship where he really always told me he wanted me, but I know he was a player, so I didn't take him serious really, but I liked him. So we liked each other, but we just wouldn't take it past like liking each other. We would never make it into a relationship because I just didn't trust Devin. I mean, he was doing too much back then. So anyway, Devin comes in, and I immediately, after he flirting, I introduced him to my friends. So I'm like, Devin, hey, this is Keisha. This is, A, B, and C. This is my friends or whatever. What you doing? He with his friends. So they like, oh, where y'all at? We got a section. Come to our not a little section, but basically the way it was, okay. So it wasn't like a VIP section, but at the parties in college, they would have little areas like, back in college, they didn't have no chairs and seats. Everybody was twerking and dancing, so they would have little areas where it was like 5 or 6 chairs. Then a few spaces down, it was like 5 or 6 chairs. So he had a little area that him and his friends was at. He was like, y'all come over there, y'all could sit down. We didn't have an area. So we like, yeah, we'll come over to your little, section. As far as we couldn't get in clubs yet, so that was a section for us so far. We couldn't get in real clubs. So I go over, we sit with him, we having a blast, okay? I'm flirting with him, Keisha flirting with his friends, everything is normal, okay? So Everything go off normal. I don't think about it. We talk some more that night, and party ends. We go our separate ways. Got it? Now, y'all's following me, right? Keisha and Devin haven't had no conversation. They spoke when I introduced them, and that's it. So we go back to the crib. The school day is going on as usual, nothing out of the norm. And one day, Keisha was like, "Hey, whatever happened to your friend Devin and his friends?" So I was like, "Oh, you want me to hit him up?" She was like, "Yeah, see if they want to chill." So I hit Devin up. Devin did not hit me back at the time because he said, well, he did, but he couldn't come. He was at the studio, so we couldn't hang out with them. So she was like, "Oh, whatever. We'll find something else to do." We ended up like having a little mini kickback house party thing or whatever. But that's beside the point. So still in my head, I'm thinking like, that's a little weird that she asked about Devin then, but she also said Devin and his friends. So maybe she really did hit it off with the friend, and she was asking because she want to see the friend again, and she know that I'm the only way to get in touch with them. So I brush it off. I don't think nothing about it. Okay. Now, fast forward, like I told y'all, me and Devin, we not going together, but we definitely texting, we talking and stuff like that. We talk. We're not in a relationship, but we talking. Okay. So, and it's not exclusive, but we talking. I talk to him, he talk to me. It's established that we do talk. That's just probably the extent of where it'll be. So now, me and Keisha became roommates a few months earlier because we decided that we both wanted to move off campus at the same time. We did not know each other prior to coming to school, and this is our freshman year, y'all. So that's why I said we couldn't get in colleges, clubs like that, because it's our freshman year in college. We like 17, 18. So anyway, we ended up getting this apartment together. That is how we ended up staying together. So I'm technically staying with a stranger, living with a stranger. Like, my grown-up brain would not have done that because I don't know her. But back then it seemed like a good idea. She cool, I'm cool, we drink, you drink, we drive, we smoke. Like, it seemed like the best and most fun idea. Even though, y'all, my mama told me, don't do it. Y'all listen to y'all mamas, because my mama was right. But anyway, so we done settled into our apartment. We ain't really had no boys over yet, like company. But we do be having parties and, little kickbacks and stuff like that with a few of our friends. Might invite somebody we flirting with. But neither of us have had like an overnight guest at this point. So, like I said, a week has gone by, maybe even 2 weeks has gone by. I'm not thinking about Devin and Keisha knowing each other or communicating for any reason, because I'm in my head, how would they? How? Why? So that's the furthest thing from my mind. So I never forget, y'all. Here it go where it went down. It was the craziest thing ever. So I remember I was calling Keisha, calling her one night. I'm like, "Keisha, I'm just trying to get in touch with her because I think I wanted to go out or something." I can't remember what it was, but I wanted to do something. But I'm just calling Keisha. Keisha not answering my calls. But like I told y'all, we lived together. So I had later classes and she had early classes. So I'm not gone from campus yet. And we live off campus. So I'm not going off campus yet. That's why I'm calling. Like, "Girl, I want to go to this party. Keisha take forever to get ready. Go ahead and get ready before I, leave campus." Keisha not answering. I done called her like 3 times. I done sent her a text. She not responding. Meanwhile, I ain't talked to Devin today either, But of course, I'm not putting 2 and 2 together because why would I? So I'm just like, whatever. Ain't nobody answering me today. Well, I'm just go give me some, give me a little, get a little something to drink, get a little something to, and take it to the crib. I ain't gotta go out. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing. There's no motion tonight, okay? So I go by the liquor store, I go by the candy man, And I go grab something to eat. I call Keisha one more time, like, sis, do you want me to grab you something to eat? No, nothing. No answer still from Keisha. Okay. So I go to my house, normal, go up to the door, unlock the door. I walk in, and mind y'all, Keisha ain't have no car. So you don't know from outside if Keisha is in the house or not, because my room was in the front, her room was in the back. So you could see my room, but you can't tell if she in her room unless you go around to the backyard. So the lights are off, it's normal, but I go in, so I don't think nothing of it when I walk up to the door. So I turn my key, I open it up. I immediately, when I open the door, realize that I done walked in on some type of romantic scene, okay? Because the lights are dim, it's like a little movie playing or whatever. We didn't have Netflix back then. We still was using DVDs, and it was like, I think we had a little red box movie playing or something back then. Or she had a red box, or they had a red box movie playing back then. So I'm just like, okay, Keisha got some company. All right, sis. Like, all right, Keisha, I see you, my girl. So I don't see Keisha or nobody in the living room, though. But I see that it looks occupied, like somebody was there. And I also can see from the way our apartment was set up. So let me explain how it was set up. So you walk in, and you instantly walk into the living room. To the right of the living room is my room. To the back of the living room is a bathroom, okay? We didn't have no hallway. It was just kind of all one big area. So to the back on the back wall of the living room is our bathroom. We have one bathroom. And here is the kitchen next to the bathroom. Over here, so remember, this is my room, living room. Keisha's room is behind my room, basically, on the side of the kitchen. So I see that there is somebody in the bathroom. The light is on, the door is closed, and you know how you could see, it's an old apartment, so it was like a crack under the door. I could see somebody's feet under there. I just assumed it was Keisha, and probably that there was somebody probably in her room or something. So I tiptoed myself over to my bedroom, because I don't want to disturb them or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I go on in my room, and I'm like, so that's why Keisha not answering. Got it. So meanwhile, that's making me think about my little boo. So I'm like, let me text Devin again, because Devin ain't text me, call me or nothing. So I text Devin again, y'all. I still not getting no response. So I'm in my room now, y'all, about 30 minutes, because we was the kind of people, like, once we go in our room, we don't really come back out our room unless it's a reason to come out our room, and especially if somebody got company, we not coming out, okay? So I'm like, whatever. I am sitting in my room, minding my business. I'm smoking my smoke and watching, I think I was watching, like, Fat Beach, the movie Fat Beach. That's one of my favorite movies. It's real corny, but I love it. So I was in there watching that, and I'm not even thinking about the time anymore, but eventually I have to go to the bathroom, okay? So I get up like normal. I open my door, you guys, and lo and be freaking hole, guess who on my couch? Devin. Y'all, Devin on my couch. He's sitting by himself, sitting by himself on my couch, watching this movie. So my brain is like, what the? So I'm like, Devin, what you doing here? I've been calling you all day. How did you get in here? Immediately as I said all of that, just like that. What you doing here? I've been calling you all day. How you even get in here? As I was saying in here, Keisha's bedroom door open, and out walked Keisha in her PJs and her socks with a look of bewilderness on her face. She's literally, she shook that I'm in the house, because apparently neither of them heard the whole transaction when I came in, because I guess I was quiet. I snuck over there because I didn't want to be rude. Neither of them heard that, so they didn't even know that I was in the room. Like, I don't know how they didn't know I was in the room, to be honest. Now that I think about it, I don't know how they didn't realize I was in the room, like the room next to the living room, and I was watching TV in my room. I wasn't quiet in there. I was. Maybe my TV wasn't loud. Maybe the TV out there was whatever. That's neither here nor there. So Keisha, she looking at me, and I'm looking at her, and I'm thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. I'm about to go the off. So I'm like, what? I can't even talk, y'all, but I'm just like trying to say what the, and she was like, hold on, I can explain. I'm like, girl, what can you explain to me? How is Devin in here and you in here? Why is Devin in here with you? So Devin is like, maybe I should just leave. Maybe I should just, yeah, maybe you should, Devin. Maybe you should, okay? Because you 1 second away from coming up missing. You might want to leave. So Devin gets up and she says, no, wait, Devin. Wait. Let me just talk to her. So I look at her like, girl. Yeah, that's me taking my earrings off. I'm really finna A-Town stomp you, girl. You ain't got nothing to say to me. So I'm going off on her, okay? And I'm just going off. Devin is sitting there looking like an idiot. I don't know why I didn't just slap this girl because she trying to come up with excuses and reasons. Y'all know this girl gonna look at me and say, well, you said you didn't want to, like, go there with him. You ain't really want to be in no relationship with him. So I just figured since he was flirting with me, it wouldn't even matter. So now I'm like, when was he flirting with you? Y'all, tell me why. Ever since I introduced these two people at that, the little party thing that first night, tell me why they added each other on Facebook and was literally DMing, messaging each other the entire time. Like those whole 2 weeks when I was like, I'm wondering why she asked about him, but I'm thinking she asked about the friend. Yeah, that whole time when she was asking me where he been at, girl, you knew. You was DMing him. Y'all were messaging each other. So apparently they got this little flirtatious little couple thing going on now because she is an idiot and she will actually go with him because she was like a small town country girl, you know. He's a rapper. He cool. So I guess she was smitten by that. But y'all, I was so freaking upset. I left. I literally like I was shaking. First they left. So we arguing. I was like, he gotta go. She didn't want him to go. So she walks him out. So they're outside. They left. So I'm sitting in the house. I'm just pacing back and forth. I'm mad as the okay? I am so upset. And I'm just like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I grab my keys, and I get in my car. I go riding around. And while I'm riding, Devin calls me like, bae, I'm sorry. Bae, I felt like Soldier Boy. Bae, boy, you got me messed the hell up, okay? You got me bent. So, y'all, long story short, I blocked Devin and I blocked Keisha on social media. I blocked her number, but at the end of the day, she was my roommate. So I was thinking like, what do I do? Because I can't obviously live with this girl no more. Even though we was staying together still after the fact, it was literally like we was not speaking. She would not, I never saw her in the apartment, even though I know she'd be in there, but she would come in and go straight to her room. I don't even think she was like putting stuff in the fridge no more. Like, and so eventually though, y'all, instant karma happened, and guess what? This girl ended up getting pregnant by some random dude that she was messing with too, because come to find out, she was a freaking thought. So she ended up getting pregnant by somebody. Her family made her come back home, and I got my apartment to myself. And then eventually, I ruined that for myself, and I had to move back home too. But not because I got pregnant, just because I was an irresponsible child. But y'all, I'm glad that I didn't beat the girl up or nothing because karma, karma handled that for her. But that was the most trifling situation I ever been in. I just could not believe that my roommate really snaked me out and went behind my back. Not only went behind my back and was talking to the dude, but had like the full audacity to have him in the house that we shared. Wow. Like, it was just crazy, y'all. But anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this story time. If y'all have ever been through any situation similar to this, drop down in the comments and let me know what happened to you and what you did about it. Are y'all still cool? Did you beat the girl up or the boy up or however it happened? Y'all let me know what happened with y'all in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story time, thank you so much, and make sure you like, subscribe, and turn on those post notifications. This was my very first story time, but it will not be my last. And thank y'all for supporting me. Until next video, peace.